stories of our lives, words on a page, create a special feeling that become memories. Favorite melodies sung in harmony, lyrics that will tell your story. Come and join the adventures that we now share.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Songs of Our Lives. My name is Wendell Phipps, and tonight we are pleased to share the songs and stories from the long and illustrious life of John Komon. We also will hear from the talented songstress Amelia Daigle, who will sing the Anton Dvorak classic, Going Home, from his New World Symphony. I will now pass the baton along to my friend Ian Smith, who is going to talk with John this evening.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Songs of Our Lives. I'm sitting here with my friend John Komon, who is 92 years of age, and you would never know it by looking at him or by talking to him. He is an amazing man and a good friend, and we're here to talk about the music of his life. Hi, John. How are you?
Good. I don't feel 92, to be honest with you. I probably feel like I'm about 50.
Well, you sure don't look it.
The body gives out at this age, but no, I do feel good. I went through, I think I might have told you before, I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a form of cancer of the lymph node. Went through 6 months of treatments. I only went once a month for a treatment. Went through that. Now I only go every 3 months for a special shot they give me. And I don't say I'm cured, but I'm on the road to recovery.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I feel great.
That's awesome. You do not look 92.
I know. I've gone through that my entire life, and my wife used to get so angry at me. Oh, they're always telling you how young you look. I said, well, it must be my genes. I don't know.
Oh, well, you're definitely blessed.
Well, I sure am. Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of things in these 92 years.
Well, I would think so. I was thinking the other day about how many a royal family we went through. As a child, we at the theater would always play God Save the King. And at that time, it was King George V.
Wow.
The gentleman with the beard who was, I believe, Edward VII's son. Anyway, then it was after him, of course, came George VI, and then the present Queen, which has been here for, seems like forever. But that's part of my life. I was born on a farm in Raleigh Township, which is near Chatham. My parents came over from Czechoslovakia, who were enticed to come over here to work in the sugar beet factories. And there was a sugar beet plant that produced sugar in Waldesburg and in Chatham. And they produced all the sugar for Canada.
Wow.
At one time, yes. And of course, it was very labor intensive. Manual labor, a lot of hard work went into it. Both my parents worked at it. My brother and I were both born over here. My dad came over, I believe, in 1921, and brought my two sisters who were born in Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
We moved from the farm, and you had to, in those days, work on a farm for, I believe, 3 or 4 years before you could move into the city. And then we finally moved into town in Chatham, right across into an apartment building across from where the old city market used to be.
Wow. That's quite a journey as a youngster.
Yes. And of course, living on the farm was not my greatest time. It was very scary because, in those days they used to put a ring in the pig's snout so they'd stop this rotting,
Right.
And of course, when they did it, the pig squealed and made this terrible noise,
Yeah.
It was scary when you're a little kid.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah. Even now, I at my age, I would not want to be associated with some of the things that go on with in farms.
Yeah.
Because while they may seem cruel, sometimes they're necessary.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But boy, well, I imagine you've heard an awful lot of music in your life.
Absolutely. I do love music, although I'm not a singer. I did take violin lessons when I was about 12 to 14 years of age.
Oh, awesome.
And like I say, I know my music. It's F-A-C-E and E-F-G, as every good boy does, fine.
Yeah.
But and I could play the violin, not just first stage of violin, but then I dropped it when I got to be later in my teen years, and but I like music of any genre. It's country, western, you name it. I love it all. Really.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Is there if I could ask you to name like a favorite song, or like a favorite song, is there one you could choose?
I like the one "All I Ask of You" from Phantom of the Opera. In fact, I like all of the music from Phantom of the Opera. Mm-hmm. It's probably my greatest group of songs that I do like.
Andrew Lloyd Webber is one of my favorite composers. You know, he was producing a version of, oh gosh, it was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, the Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
And he chose a Windsorite to be the lead in his production of Wizard of Oz.
Did he do Cats too?
He did Cats.
There again, there's a lot of melodic songs and Memories. That's a great one.
Oh yeah.
I forget that one.
Oh yeah, Barbara Streisand did a great job with that song.
Yes.
Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber. I've as a composer myself, I have learned a lot and kind of stolen a little bit from his portfolio, because if you're going to steal from the best.
Sure, from the best.
And
right.
he's one of the best music theater writers.
When you like music like I do, it's so hard to pick a specific song that you like the best. They're all the best as far as I'm concerned,
They all serve a purpose at the time you hear them.
Absolutely. Yeah, you hear a song as a teenager, and you're a puppy love, and different kind of music that just tugs at the strings of your heart when you're young.
I used to listen to Rocky, the theme from Rocky.
Yep.
I used to work out to that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's always a song that'll bring back a memory,
Well, what's your first musical memory? Speaking of memories, what is your first memory of a song?
Well, I think it was a song written in 1909, believe it or not, called Pennies from Heaven. And it was from apparently a movie that was made at that time, Pennies from Heaven.
Okay.
And why it stuck in my mind, I don't know. But the other one that really did stuck in my mind was Donkey Serenade, which was from a movie called The Firefly.
Okay.
And that was with Alan Jones and Jeanette MacDonald. She always paired with Nelson Eddy, but in this movie, she was with Alan Jones, did I say?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
The Donkey's Serenade.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to play it for you. I've got it. I Googled it, and they still got it, if you can imagine.
Yeah. Well, they have everything.
I know.
Gosh, yeah. Research is so easy nowadays.
Yeah, that Firefly was made in, I believe, 1937. And of course, I was probably 8 or 9 when I saw it in Chatham. Mm-hmm. And the admission to a theater then, the old Park Theater, I remember, was 5 cents, if you can imagine. 5 cents. I could go out on a date, take a girl with me, and it cost me a quarter.
Oh yeah. Now it's you spend your whole paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh, so it sounds to me that music has been kind of a backdrop for your life, have you noticed with each era a change in the way music has sounded or affected you?
Well, if I go back, and I like to watch some of these old, I have a channel that I watch, and it's old black and white movies,
Yeah.
And some of these songs back then bring back memories, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And music then was entirely different, a lot of, especially bands. We had the big band sound from the 30s and 40s and 50s. And that gradually changed to where we had group songs like the Supremes.
Right.
What was that in Detroit?
Motown.
Motown, yeah, that kind of music. And it's changed every generation or two. It does change, no question about it.
What's your favorite era?
Probably the 70s.
Oh my goodness, that's my favorite era.
Yeah. 70s is my favorite era.
And I speak to a lot of people, and that seems to be their favorite era of music.
Yeah.
It to me, it was a a bit of a rebellious time, but there was
Yes.
peace, and it was full of love and innocence.
Yeah.
I
Very
found.
true.
Yeah. Oh, I love the 70s. So, dare I ask what your favorite song from the 70s might be?
Oh, cripe.
I know it's hard to remember them all.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult.
But sorry to put you on the spot there. It's funny. We're talking about themes. Phantom of the Opera theme, or from Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Musicals. Yeah.
And I just now thought of a TV show called Room 222 from the 70s, and the theme song. Do 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 do. It just popped into my head.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
That's one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah, a certain event or a certain something will bring out this music that's up in your brain.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, it's pretty important to have music in our lives, isn't it?
Well, I would think so. Sometime I even go through a stage where I get teary when I hear a song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Brings back good memories, brings back bad memories too.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know you from church, and where would we be without the wonderful church music that we have?
Church family. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know He Lifts Me Up is not a hymn, but it's also one of my favorite that I would classify almost as a hymn.
Yeah, He Lifts Me Up is a great song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Josh Groban does a wonderful version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really does. Well, John, I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed talking to you today.
Well, I'm certainly glad you did come, and I hope I've given you enough information.
Oh, are you kidding? You've spoken volumes.
Well, I did. I think I told you I had a presentation at the church at our Age Unlimited group, and I gave the story basically of my life right from the time I was born till the present day.
Yeah.
And everybody seemed to have thought it was pretty good. They thought better of it than I did. So I was glad I got a good response.
Well, you're probably pretty humble with all of the experiences that you've gone through, And,
I started to write my niece has been after me. Write the story of your life. Well, I started it, and I'm got about 15 pages already. So I just keep adding to it as I think of things.
Awesome.
So maybe one day I'll publish a little book.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, well, I'll read it for sure.
Well, it'll go deeper into than what we've discussed today. But
of course, yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hope some people will enjoy it.
If you could hear any song right now, if you could request a song and we can answer that song, what would that song be?
I would have to say "Going Home." That was written by a Czech composer.
Okay.
A little prejudice here. But yes, "Going Home," and it just tugs at my heart every time I hear it. I almost tear up.
Oh, yeah.
But it is a beautiful song. Okay. We played that at Barbara's funeral, and I said I want that played at my funeral.
Okay. Well, thank you. I think we might be able to make that song happen for you.
Okay.
Thanks again for taking the time to talk with us.
Okay.
We have just spoken with John Komon on the songs of our lives.
Thank you, Ian and John. Well, folks, we are in for a treat tonight. As per John's request, we have a special guest with a beautiful voice. Her name is Amelia Daigle, and she is one of the area's busiest opera performers. She will be singing the beautiful melody from Anton Dvorak's Ninth New World Symphony that has become an American favorite, Going Home.
Quiet like some still day. all the friends I knew. Morning star lights the way, restless dream all done. Shadows gone, break a day, real life just begun. There's no break, there's no end, just a living on. Wide awake with a smile, going on and on. Going home, I'm just going home. It's not far, just close by, through an open
Thank you, John, Amelia, and Ian for sharing the music, songs, and stories of your lives. And thank you for watching tonight's episodes of the Songs of Our Lives.